right, Miss Starwhite, it's time for Shadow of Israphel podcast edition number 9.
Hell yeah.
Boy, oh boy, are these 2 crazy episodes.
Oh my god,
First, we have to pour one out for Milnak, our friend, who could not be here today because of Labor Day weekend or something like that.
Memorial Day.
Up.
And sadly, we don't even have any notes to share. Milnak has just been very busy at the time, so...
Yeah.
They do have some good meta-analysis that I'll be sure to slip in somewhere, just generally, but we're looking at parts 16 and 17, and as I noted last time, part 16 does have an uptick in views since the boring-ass cave episodes. So,
yeah!
You know, going in with high hopes that our cave patients will be rewarded.
Yeah. Good things come to those who wait.
Good things come to those who wait. If you're good at something, never do it for free. Another good description on this part. I love it when the descriptions talk about the 2 of them as like characters. With their obsidian in hand, William Riker and his dwarvish pal dabble in the occult.
I like to pretend it really is just Riker and a dwarf.
Riker would have gone to that fucking
Star
hole.
Trek episode.
Hell yeah.
Riker would have gone. They would do something like that. Like, oh, we don't have a lot of budget. Let's just have William Riker be on this strange alien planet and he meets a dwarf and they have to survive.
That would be really funny. I'd watch the shit
William
out
Riker
of that.
would not have been freaking out in that cave, though. He would have been a man about it. He would have been brave and courageous, and he would have jumped down the hole to save his friend.
Yeah.
His new best friend, Simon.
This episode, by the way, part 16, Dark Construction.
Dark Construction.
We left off, there was a cave-in, they were separated, it was all very tragic.
The annotations are back on these videos, too.
Yay!
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 Simon asks, are you splashing around in some water there? Because he was splashing. He makes it to the other side, where Simon has created yet more obsidian. That's why he flooded it, and, you know, he has to farm them.
They're splashing and sloshing and maybe even sploshing.
They're just having so much fun.
Gravel is really, really scary when you can't, when the animation is just an instant animation.
Yeah, I will forever
like
be mad at the gravel, I think, at least until it updates again.
It's like, it just feels like you could dig forever and there's no sign that more is falling. You could die.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
Die down there.
Lewis is worried that they may have just lost their outpost, but Simon's just like, look at all this obsidian I made. Isn't it lovely?
So proud.
Isn't it lovely?
Buckets of it. It's selling buckets.
It's selling buckets of... Right.
99 buckets of water on the wall.
Lewis counts the obsidian really quickly to see if he's made enough, and then wanders off into the cave. Fade out transition all of a sudden. Just
fade transition to indicate the passage of time.
Editing.
There was a lot of editing now.
I guess Hannah said enough after 2 episodes of this.
After 2 episodes of boring mining.
She's like,
just cut all that shit out. Lewis probably wandered around the cave quietly, digging a few blocks and being scared, so I don't think... Yog historians do not wonder what we missed at all. As an experienced Yog historian, after doing this for 9 episodes, I could say that I'm not curious.
Yeah.
We cut back to see him return to Simon at the obsidian farm, asking him how it's going, and Simon goes, phew, as if he's like really mined it all himself physically. He's mined nearly every little chunk. So it must have been a long time, because he mined a lot.
Yeah.
We see that Lewis has like made like big tunnels. Has been doing like a lot of mining while he's been waiting.
The time skip is crazy.
He says he dug out a shitload of crap while he did all that. And showed his inventory full of cobblestone. Man, he was just going around just pecking at walls, not strip mining, not like doing anything smart, just like trying to randomly see if something would happen, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever he wants, I suppose.
Lewis asks Simon if there's a chance they'll find more diamond in this area, which Simon replies negative, saying, you're not really going to find a huge vein of diamond that stretches as far as the eye can see. Lewis digs aimlessly, iron blocks, silence,
Yeah, it's really...
I have it in my
so
notes here. I could tell that because I was drawing while I was doing this, because I like to sort of just open a different tab to sort of like, just have something to do. I remember I was struggling to come up with notes because it was just like, they're quiet, they're just mining iron.
Yeah, they're just quiet. Simon has 25 blocks of obsidian.
Dead air interrupted by an old man saying, "Bloody hell!"
Yes, she does the old man. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
He's been aging. We've put the cup for so long.
He went to the...
No!
Oh.
Lewis asks whether 25 is a bit too many since he only need like 14, but Simon does not reply. What is this avant-garde silence? Talk to each other.
And he's right. 25 is far too many for like what he wants to make.
Their friendship is ended.
Lewis leaves a cave that consists only of a lava spout. Simon has yet to reply to anything he's saying the whole time, completely mute.
It's so quiet.
I was wondering if Simon was, like, pranking him, if, like, Simon was secretly bricking up his tunnel with obsidian, because that would have been really funny. But no, he, like, comes back, it's like a horror movie, Simon's gone, the obsidian's gone, he's not replying.
It's so scary.
I was questioning why 25 was too many because I didn't realize they were trying to make the other thing, and I thought they were trying to, like, I was like, didn't you say that you wanted to make a tower out of this stuff? 25 is far too few.
He was saying, imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine all.
Why is it a horror movie?
It's so scary.
It's like, he comes back and it's really as if the interloper has taken him. Alternate timeline where it becomes like an arc.
Steals his soul.
He has to become a he has to find him in the computer.
But no, Simon was just being silent for absolutely no reason whatsoever. He's fine.
He's locked in.
Then Minecraft music happens.
Yeah.
Minecraft music always happening makes me feel so much better.
So frightening.
As they just slowly sort their chest out, bit by bit, clicking and dragging every single item, since it's...
They made a comment... One of them made a comment of, like, don't step in the lava or you'll catch fire, and I had a really mean note about that, which is, yeah, don't catch fire or else this video might be interesting.
Damn. What the hell?
But as they're both rooting around in the same chest, I didn't realize that they were both in it, so I just saw, like, I saw Lewis put the pumpkin in, and then it disappeared, and then a piece of gravel appeared in the chest, and I was like, what's happening? What?
The interloper!
The interloper!
Interloper!
Lewis realizes that they're going to have to leave some of their stuff down here, because they've got just a chest full of stone and, like, so much shit that they've mined.
I get that feel.
Simon asks if he's got any flint and tinder, which Lewis has not. But they do have iron and flint. So it's about to go, but then Simon goes, "Oh, bollocks!" because he accidentally placed a block of obsidian next to their crafting table. And now he has to laboriously mine it.
One must imagine Sisyphus with obsidian.
One must imagine Honeydew happy.
Yeah.
What's the use of flint other than flint and tinder? I'm not sure there is another use for it.
Arrows,
Noob! Noob! You can make arrows! Noob!
Arrows have entered
remember
the chat.
either, but that's because I don't use bows and arrows. I just hit people really hard.
I use crossbows a lot, so I have to.
They have 10 gold, plenty of iron, lots of iron bars. Lewis asks if there's anything he can do with a lot of stone and whether they even want to bring it. Simon explains they can make it all into smooth stone, and I guess they decide not to bring it.
Because Lewis was building like a tower and he wasn't done, which you'd think all
yeah,
that
no, it's
cobble
cool
would be
though.
really
It's
Don't
chill.
worry about it.
No, don't worry about it.
It's
Heading
so fine.
back, Simon realizes he doesn't know the way back off the top of his head. They've been down here for years. Then there's a jump cut with absolutely no fade or wipe transition at all. Just a jump cut to Lewis climbing the stairs.
Yeah, I kept pointing out
What
like
is the editing in this fucking... This is the most highly, produced episode yet in terms of just random cuts and shit.
That's what I was
going
thinking.
on?
I didn't even notice the jump cut. I thought the video skipped.
It was a very abrupt. It was very strange. It was a very strange jump cut.
Yeah,
I thought my DVD had a scratch in it.
Lewis is silently climbing up the stairs as Simon is in the base. He's staring up at a hole through the ceiling going, "Oh right, you didn't actually finish one side of the tower." And they are looking up through their hole in their ceiling to see Lewis has like 3 out of 4 sides of this tower built up. One of them is just open to the elements.
Yeah.
It
And
happens.
of course there's no ceiling, so it's just kind of like a big funnel of a volcano in their roof. Luz looks up and goes, "Oh, it's just a bit of a mess up there. Don't look at it. I'll sort it out later when people aren't around."
He's so embarrassed.
Because I guess building and mining are just too boring to show your audience, huh, Lewis?
on this series that is allegedly supposed to be a tutorial.
Building and mining in Minecraft is just too boring to make into a video. So these guys are already fucking checked out.
They're just embarrassed.
Lewis is like, when's the next interloper event?
Help.
Lewis is checking his timetable.
I love putting normal times on the Minecraft watch.
Yeah, it's 11.
Even though it has no actual numbers on there to speak
right,
of.
he said they're like, yeah. Lewis asked what they're gonna do, and Simon asked what time of day it is and whether they've got plenty of daytime. Lewis uses his useful tool, the clock, to tell it's about 11 a.m.
I've never seen anyone use a clock more than they have.
It's so funny. Oh man, now we need to find a suitable location to put this stuff. I was thinking maybe the Cave of Despair.
I like the way they talk about the Cave of Despair.
Or it was the Cave of absolutely nothing there at all. And Lewis laughs. The Cave of Terror. And then Lewis goes, "Oh look, there's a pyramid over there in the distance." Yeah. It's a cute little landmark. It's just there in their world now.
It's just chilling.
I feel like Lewis upped his render distance specifically because he had it low, so that would be a surprise or something, because now we can see it very clearly. I don't know, it was like nighttime, and I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, he says something like, "Good little pyramid."
He's just so excited.
Like it's a pet.
What a wonderful pyramid.
Lovely pyramid, isn't it? Simon walks over to the Cave of Fuck All, saying, "You think this will be a good place? It's near our spawn point." Lewis calls it the Cave of Terror again, and Simon goes, "Yeah, it's a good place for something that's a bit terrifying."
I just like the way they're so obsessed with this cave.
And then I write, "What were they doing down here?" They need to build a flat area. Lewis asks wood or stone. Simon scratches his beard, and the sound picks up on the mic, and Lewis asks him if he scratches his beard, because he thought it was a creature.
He's so scared.
I have the note, beard creature.
Yeah, to Lewis's credit...
I thought it was a terrifying, shambling horde.
I also thought it was that when I first heard it, and then
Simon says, "I'm a dwarf. I've got a beard."
Beard
In-game
ASMR.
and IRL. They build a flat base. Fade out transition. Like the third edit in this episode.
Yeah, there's so
we got another
happens.
fade transition.
This shit is so fake and scripted. Shake my fucking head.
Oh my god. So fake.
They've made a flat area of stone for Simon to construct.
It's the angry guy. It's the angry guy on the phone. This shit is faker than pro wrestling.
It's faker than pro wrestling. This shit is faker than the CGI Marvel movies.
God. Really good.
It really good. That's what it's like whenever they veer from showing me everything.
We gotta have like a Bad Bo Jamo skin on Minecraft.
I don't imagine it'd be hard to find one.
Yeah.
I'll even make it even and symmetrical. I've suddenly gone very spurgy.
He'd like it to make
and I don't understand what that
I don't know
meant.
what that meant.
Neither do I.
I tried to look it up. I could only find an Urban Dictionary definition that says spurgy is when someone like grows a beard like an Amish person but isn't Amish.
Oh.
I think it's a Puritan thing. I think that's what they mean. I've also found like a limerick about like there was once a pastor named Spurgy who looked down on our liturgy, and I don't know. It was. I think it's some kind of Puritan insult or something. I don't know.
Well, I thought it was like Asperger's.
Oh.
No.
So I thought they were doing like they were saying like basically being like saying a slur again. So maybe I'm wrong.
I just didn't. He said Spurgy, so I looked up Spurgy, and I don't know. I think
Sorry, I didn't mean to cancel him.
It's okay. We'll talk more about Simon being canceled later.
Yeah.
They mine out to make more platform symmetrical and pretty. Simon makes a raised line of cobblestone and somehow manages to fumble a block of obsidian onto it. Fuck it! Oh! wails.
I literally have that in my thing because it was just so shocking because it was pretty much like low-key the whole time, and then suddenly it was like, oh!
Yeah, me too. I also have that. I interrupt my own note saying
That
Obsidian.
made my audacity pee.
Obsidian jump scare screaming.
Just jump scare.
God, yeah, he realizes he should probably take it off his hotbar. And then he does a Homer Simpson annoyed grunt while he minds it.
No. Not the noise, I just wanted to say that.
So Simon asks him for more stone, and Lewis goes, bleh, to give him some.
Yeah.
This area they have is just a flat cobblestone plain. They've, dug into this, cliff under cliff.
Yeah.
They've had to mine out some of the mountain behind them to get more stone. There's a neat little side room with torches in it. There's also a staircase for easy access, but it is awkward, and, one of the stairs is, 2 blocks deep instead of 1, like all the others.
So scary.
They suck. Lewis asked Simon if he can build blocks out of iron, since he noticed that there were blocks of gold on the pyramid, so he wants to know how he can convert it into a block, which is important to ask. You need 9 of them, Simon says. Then he asks for more cobblestone, because they still don't have any. Lewis doesn't have, because they left it all in the outpost. They left every single bit. He didn't think they'd need it, says a man building an enormous construction of stone.
Fumbled, noob alert, new player.
Then there's a weird-ass cut mid-dialogue.
Yeah,
he's talking, and it cuts to a new, he's walking home, but it's the same, sentence. It's just... The video's just been chopped up.
I know, I noticed that too. I was
what
like,
is
did
happening?
I miss something?
World's weirdest
Avant-garde edit. And then, there's a creeper in the house.
Creeper in the house.
Yeah.
The creeper staring through the window at Lewis.
A home invader has entered their home.
Lewis runs away, which is really funny to watch when there's no sprint in Minecraft. He's just walking away.
Yeah.
Casually walks.
So they're so scared of combating it. They're both the creeper's just walking in a straight line towards Lewis,
they just keep walking away. They're so scared.
Sounds like, kill it with your sword. And Lewis says, haven't you got a sword? I've got valuables. Kill him.
I'm also valuables too.
Don't run from him! It's getting dark as this is happening because they've wasted the whole day making a stupid platform.
They're just so smart.
Yeah.
Lewis laughs as Simon says, we can do this, and he skirts around the creeper's blind spot because the creeper's aggroed onto Lewis, so he doesn't even care Simon exists. Lewis is not even... He's swinging his sword, but it's not close enough. He's not waiting to let it get close enough. He backed into a wall, the creeper hisses, it nearly explodes. Simon laughs hysterically, then laughs even louder when the creeper blows itself up out on the ice, not doing any damage to Lewis.
Well, that sure broke the ice, but
He's just cackling and laughing. It's so funny how scared they are of this creeper.
They're so
just paralyzed
with
fear.
Interact with it.
And Simon goes, "That was terrible. That was shocking. Why weren't you helping? I hate you," Lewis says, despite the fact Simon was helping.
It's so funny.
Simon can only help those who help themselves.
They're on this dark beach, and it's so just lighted up. Lewis has 54 torches, and they refuse to light up anything
there's no way.
This planet.
No, there's just no way. Torches go
so
inside
bad.
in caves.
There was a part
Who would ever place them?
right after the obsidian jump scare where he referred to pork as pig steak or something.
Pig steak.
Pork steak, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
he
the pig steak. And I just wrote
down
my pig steak snacks.
I didn't even notice that. I was like,
journey.
yeah, pig steak.
Anyway, we can go back to the point we were at in the video. I thought pig steak was funny.
So it's becoming dark, and they don't go home because obviously there'd be no point because there's no way to sleep through the night.
Open after the creeper got in, they just don't even bother to go back and
Of course, who cares? Whatever. Bro, they can't go back. They gotta stick with their building. They continue the dark constructions. Simon places 4 blocks of obsidian down. 2 blocks on the outer edges build upwards, higher. Lewis says, "Oh God, this looks terrifying."
It is a bit
Truly a dark
Local
building.
British man looks at a square.
Me when I make Stonehenge.
Simon's trying to remember how tall it has to be, but it's hard to tell because it's so dark. I think he's successfully done it. He's made a dark construction.
Even though they already said that they had too much of it, for some reason I was so ready for him to be 1 short.
Just karmically.
Yeah.
Of course.
Simon starts making theremin sounds as Lewis goes, "This looks like something out of 2001: A Space Odyssey. This is the kind of thing you'd see on the moon."
I wish this was on
True,
yeah.
I guess. "This is some freaky shit, isn't it?" Simon says as he's built a square. Listen, it must have been scary back then, imagine.
Frightening.
He's covering the edges with torches to make it look even scarier and cooler.
It's really funny looking.
"Gaze upon my work. Now, do you have a flint and tinder on you?" And then Lewis says no, so Simon drops him one. He's letting him do it. Now,
There's
set.
the angelic hum he does, I know that.
The inside of it's on fire. He does. And now there's a horrible purple vortex that sparks to life with the dark humming and churning of the portal.
My classic
Simon
Evils. Portal
Simon
get.
goes, "Ooh." As if Lewis just got called in. No, that's right. He goes, "Ooh." As if Lewis got called into the principal's office.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
There is so much weird whispering coming out of this portal that I just never realized was there, and I don't know if it's in current day Minecraft, and
It is. You just play muted listening to Wii music.
I do, because I like listening
You
to
don't
Wii
know
music.
how annoying these fucking portals are. I call it annoying humming. It's really mean though. Like, it's cool. It's just
It's
when it
almost-
becomes part of your life, it's
The
like it's so
demons.
annoying. This is like the Stargate, but really horrible. It is horrible, yeah. It's very noisy. Good grief. Simon says what they need to do is put a chest in their chamber, their side chamber that they made. Lewis, make a chest. Simon seals up the door because he can hear zombies.
Yeah, I know, like, how, like, freaked out he was, like, I can hear zombies.
Their house is right around the corner. You don't need
Yeah.
to do this.
No, it's too far.
It's right around
It's
the
too
corner.
far. They're just about to leave.
I
There'd be
know,
no
but
point.
it's so-
Look, Bert, if they went back to their house, they would just be standing inside for 10 minutes.
I always forget there's
There's
no
no-
beds. I'm just like, why are they staying up? They should just go to bed.
There's no bed.
Yeah,
There's
go
no
to bed.
reason to do anything. Plus, they have a defendable position. I write, "Scary scene. Lewis's hand is trembling. You can see his mouth shaking."
Yeah.
Simon thinks the amount of noise the nether portal is making is weird and thinks the zombies are going through it, and that's what's making the noise. And to be fair, like, Lewis goes out to look for the zombies making noise, and there's nothing there.
Nothing
It's
there.
like it did just
Scary.
disappear. It started pulsing again, Simon.
They s-
Lewis reports.
They start putting their shit in the little, like, chest to the side, and I made a note of, man, this would be so much easier if the meat's stacked, huh?
Oh, every time I remember the meat doesn't stack, I just get so sad. I'm just like, put them
Yeah.
together! You horrid beast!
Put everything in the chest.
Do
Put
not
the valuable
separate
stuff.
them.
Yeah, everything, Simon says. "Are we not coming back?" Lewis asks. I don't know, Lewis.
I love that.
They're both so anxious and nervous, and
They're
it's
so
so
scared.
suspenseful. It's really making this
They're
feel like
just
an epic
convinced.
moment. Lewis says he feels like he's taking an expedition to a strange and terrifying land. They're going on a journey. A journey, Lewis. A magical adventure that will probably end with us dying horribly.
Magical
We're going to go
fly
to
through the sky.
The Nether.
Scary!
Lewis says, "Okay."
Okay.
Lewis, no idea what that is. Okay.
Okay.
It's basically hell, so after you.
You go first.
They climb up into the middle of the portal,
so
and they
good.
stand there, and they stand there, and they look around, and they stand there, and there's a moment of silence.
Nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening, Simon.
Nothing's happening.
Nothing's
I have
Nothing's
my
happening,
notes
Lewis.
in all caps. Nothing happened!
And then he goes, "Oh my God, we're here! Look! Oh, it's horrible! It's dark!
That
There are
was a good
monsters
bit.
out there.
And-
There's a weird pyramid!"
And it is in this moment that they do actually see a zombie. It's
Yeah,
off in
they-
the distance.
Yeah, he's just like showing. God. So they realize that it must be broken. The portal does not work in multiplayer.
They did it wrong.
Fuck.
No, it just doesn't work.
Makes
We'll
sense.
figure
'cause
out
I
how to get
guess-
this portal to hell working, and then we'll go there next time. So see you soon, Minecraft people, Lewis says.
Next
Famously,
time
that's what
on
they call their
Beyblade.
fans. I can't wait. And then Simon goes,
Next time on Dragon Ball Z!
Simon.
yeah, so anticlimactic
Yeah.
ending to this part.
Which is kind of hilarious.
Nether portal does not... It is pretty funny, but the Nether portal does not work in multiplayer.
Yeah.
And I actually found an interesting comment about someone saying like that they've been modding Alpha Minecraft for fun. And the reason it doesn't work is because back in the day, it was like going through a portal would just sort of like kind of close your world and open the other dimension.
That makes sense.
Like it would save it onto disk. Like there was no, you were either in the Nether or you weren't. So it would have been impossible on a multiplayer server for like because you could have one person in one and the other. So like that just was not a thing in the game at all.
Because I feel like the way that the worlds were set up was very different back then. That's why the Nether worked so differently. I made sense why it
one
didn't
person
work.
commented that Notch said that the Nether portal might never work in multiplayer.
And that's why
So,
he doesn't
that's
work
pretty
on
cool.
Minecraft anymore.
He doesn't fucking understand multi-threading. Fucking idiot.
Nerd.
Asshole.
Boo.
They have to postpone their great and perilous quest, but like things happen and there sort of seems to be like a direction now. Now it's clear that they have to go to hell. And it really like, wow, I guess all that mining in the cave was worth it for this grand moment. Imagine if they were able to go to the Nether and just like have a normal time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it was all worth it instead of this. I'm sure we can't wait to see their adventures next
Yeah,
time,
I'm
though.
sure we'll definitely go to the Nether next time.
Next time on Beyblade.
I believe in them.
I like the way the person explained it specifically as like going through a portal, your world would be like destroyed and saved on disk, and then the Nether would exist now. Every time you go through, you kill. Every time you go through a portal, you kill the world that you came from.
That's so funny. The ghost of Israphel is just the previous ones we've killed when we go through the different dimensions.
Oh God, I've been waiting to talk about this for a while. This is a personal thing that I discovered on my last rewatch. In the comments, there is a specific person who I recognize. This is such a niche fucking thing. I recognize him from a Homestuck role-playing website.
Oh.
He has the same icon that he had on that website, and his username used to be the same. You go on his channel. I don't know if I even want to say it. Like, I don't know. You can find this person, but it's like an incredible. Like, it's just a very distinct picture that like I guess he drew or something, and like the name is exactly the same, and it's just. Oh man, I got so fucking jump scared when I saw him. Because I remember he was like just a weird little annoying guy that no one liked who just roleplayed this OC.
Was this a person that I knew, Gina?
I don't know who you knew because we were in different worlds.
That's
Does the
true.
name Tiramore mean anything to you?
Not off the top of my head. Maybe if I saw the picture.
He was just like a weird guy. I don't know. Maybe I'll find the picture.
Oh, wait, no, I definitely recognize that picture, Gina.
Yeah, of course. Because look at him.
Just the idea of just going,
How
just
could
look
you
at
not
him.
recognize this guy? He's so memorable.
Help!
I don't remember what I just remember thinking he was fucking annoying. I just know that me and my friends made fun of him. I think he got clowned on by some other people. I don't know.
I'm learning lore. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely recognize this person.
I'm trying to find us talking about this person. I don't know what my point with this was. I just have the vivid memory, and the whole time I was thinking while we were rewatching this, like, I can't wait to see this guy's YouTube comment from 5 years ago. Or 8 years ago, whenever it was made. Yeah, I don't know. It was scary to see this person who I recognized just commenting on this, having an old comment on this video.
It's
Oh
so
no,
good.
I don't know. It's scary. I don't know. I think I might just not use his name. But I don't know. Like, what? Is someone gonna like watch this very niche podcast and go troll this guy?
Maybe, who knows?
If it did, I'd feel so bad.
What if he found us?
I don't. Sir, I don't remember anything about you other than I think you were trying to roleplay with a Vriska who was not into it. I don't know. That's all I remember.
Okay, let's get back on track.
Okay.
Let's get back on track.
So episode 18.
Speaking of on track, it's time for my Yog Intermission.
Yay.
Oh, yeah,
Yog
yeah.
Intermission.
This is the segment of the show where we take turns going back through the old catalog and seeing what else the Yogscast did other than Minecraft.
Yeah.
Or at the same time as Minecraft, you know. And we forgot to assign it, so I decided that I should just do it. I just decided to predictably talk about the very oldest video you could find on their channel, because we watched like the first 10 seconds of it once as a group, just while we were discovering this and coming up with the idea for this segment. So the first video you can find upload to the Yogscast, Simon and Lewis, their channel, is Warcraft How to Eridar Twins.
Ooh.
This video was uploaded July 25th, 2008.
Whoa.
It has 319,293 views. Humble beginnings. The description reads, Yogscast 2, Official Guild of Mearis How-To Video. Commentary by Mearis, Simon, and Zephos. Guild of Mearis Official Video. And then there's a list of bullet points. This is an official Guild of Mearis video. This video contains the killing of the Eridar twins, 4th bosses of Sunwell Plateau. Hunter point of view. There is music. Honeydew. End of list.
There's music.
Oh man, I wish I could figure out, it'd be nice if they told me what the music was, because I sure couldn't fucking make it out underneath all their voices. It's like some, like, Brit pop, like, not pop, it's like rock, I don't know what you fucking call it, it's very weird. Black screen, green Joker Man-esque font. Hello, and welcome to the Yogscast. An unknown voice says, Guild of Mearis. Mearis? He is apparently the leader of the Yogscast Guild. This guy, Mearis, who you've never heard of before in your life, he is the guy who brought all these people together in World of Warcraft.
Oh.
I did some research, and it seems as though, like, as recently as, like, 2016, they have referenced, like, getting, like, Steam notice from Mearis, or getting, like, you know, like, being, like, they're still friends with him. He's just not, like, a tuber.
Yeah.
He just didn't want any of that Minecraft YouTube lifestyle.
He's just
That's
a WoW
understandable.
player. He's just a WoW player. He's just doing his own thing.
He's just a WoW
He
guy.
really feels like a unrelated guy in this video. Like, in hindsight, it really feels like he's some random guy as Simon and Lewis are, like, doing bits.
Yeah.
The screen is covered in shit. Oh yeah, Simon is singing a song and he's going da 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 da, and he's like, I think that was Sonic. It wasn't really Sonic, but it was a little similar, I guess. The screen is covered in shit. It's an MMO HUD. It looks ugly as hell. I'm not an MMO head, so it's just like sensory overload.
Yeah.
And also, of course, this is a video from 2008, so the screen is small and it's all low quality. Sunwell Plateau, How-To Twins, from the view of Zephos, #1 Hunter, with commentary from Honeydew, Mighty Paladin, with commentary from Mearis, Valiant Leader, featuring Choru, Fat IRL, Ye Old Goon Squad, TheVentureCo.eu, www.goonesquad.com.
Wow.
So that's the credits, you know, there's opening credits.
The ease.
Choru says, instead of a podcast, call it a Yogscast. And Simon says, yeah, I've already said that, Choru. I said it ages ago. All right, I wasn't here. Chill out, mate. Oh, God, you're so behind. If you were any more behind, you'd be a large Blackpool. I think that's a dunking on the city of Blackpool, which I kind of just have picked up through osmosis. A lot of people don't like that place or something. I remember when the Hat Films did some sort of bit in a series where they had to do, like, they're doing, like, an advertisement, like a tourist thing, and they're like, we're doing a tourist thing for Blackpool, to go to Blackpool. Like, and one that goes, help me leave Blackpool. So, you know, some cutting local commentary. And then Lewis goes, right, Mearis, stop now. And throughout this whole video, Mearis is speaking another language. I don't know. It's, like, I tried at first to try to write it down, but he was using terms that I didn't even know how to spell, and his mic quality wasn't the best, and it's just talking about how to fight these bosses in World of Warcraft, because this is a WoW tutorial.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
This is the old days. There are these bosses. The hardest part of this fight is to not fall down from the ledge. You position the raid where everyone's standing on the pillar. And of course, they're standing on a pillar looking down. They're a balcony overlooking these two beasts. And of course, yeah, he says, you're bound to get some very special children who will fuck up, fall down, and aggro before you're ready and wipe the raid. So, casual ableism for true. You see Zephos, the mighty hunter, jump down, presumably when the raid was not ready, and engage the Eridar twins, or the twin, because it's just one. I can't see the other one.
Yeah.
He says it's the easiest fight in Sunhold if you bring enough shamans. It takes no thinking on half your DPS. You just have to move out of some word and drink it. It's as long as you don't fall down, it's easy. And then Simon goes, Zeph, you just wiped us right there. He's calling him Zeph in this video. He calls him Zeph.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Imagine
that world where his name's Zeph? Zeph and Honeydew?
Man.
I say, that's your friend, Lewis!
Lewis!
Don't call him that!
I am Dave Yognot.
It sounded like electro swing music when the part where Zeph wiped. It's like, it was like a bit, and then they cut to I don't know, there was like a funny bit that they put at the start of the video. Simon and Lewis are arguing. Lewis is like, do you not go back to the start of the video? Do you not see the big error? But do you not know how to play? They're just arguing. And then Mearis just no-sells all of it and just so what I highly recommend for regular guilds who don't have a super deep rosters, just dump aspect shamans on your enhancement shaman. It's nothing. It's noise to me. I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's just... It's just a tutorial, but it's like a weird tutorial for
people who already know what's going on.
I mean, it's a tutorial but Simon and Losers talking shit. I don't know if we hear from Choru for the rest of the video. I think he was just there to say the Yogscast line. That's all he did. Which a lot of people in the comments are like, wow, that was the beginning of everything.
And they killed him.
And this sure is a beginning of some kind, I guess.
It sure is.
Entire raid. They're hugging the column. Sacrolash, the Shadowkin, is tagged in a particular position. Now notice on the pull, the Warlock pulls the Fire Twin with high aggro spell, and then jumps down. Simon realizes the Warlock he's healing the whole fight stood there on top of 20 people pressing rank 11 and rank 8 Holy Light repeatedly for about 5 minutes. Simon really makes it, he goes out of his way to make this sound like the worst thing ever. He very often talks about how this whole fight for him as a healer is just pushing the same 2 buttons over and over again. I see why people like this game. I say, I have to give in, guys. I can't understand what they're fucking talking about. I don't understand. They're cheesing this raid by having most of the guys outside of the range of the boss's attacks on this balcony. The Shadow Twin has tried to summon ads that are meant to crawl up and explode on them, but because of the position they have and the position of the guild, the shadow creatures don't reach them. They don't even... I don't know what the fuck is happening. The whole time there's upbeat rock music. It's a very strange sensory moment here. Simon says the F slur 3 minutes into the video. It made me laugh so much. Yes. He says, see that tree over there? He's a...
I was literally just about to say that the way that they're talking about this reminds me of how my partner would try to describe Elden Ring and Dark Souls shit to me, and
he would say that. Your partner pointing at the L tree. See that tree over there?
What that poor tree?
I almost wonder if it's meant to be kind of a layered pun because, wooden sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Dark and evil world we're living in.
It made me laugh so hard. Listen, man, it was 2008. Simon's not saying that shit anymore. He's 2 years later, instead of that, Simon says the R slur and makes jokes about 9/11. So
yeah,
I
don't know. We'll have to see how Simon progresses. Learning and listening. It all goes out 1 year and out the other. Talk about con flags and PvP trinkets. Simon says it's a very exciting healing fight. And he's talking in a sincere voice, but based on his earlier statement, it's really hard for me to tell if he's being real or not. He calls himself the official Paladin class leader and wannabe officer of the Yogs. The key is to kill the first twin quite quickly and then burn the other one down. 2 tanks are beating the shit out of the first twin. They're jumping down!
Jumping down.
Oh, it's so exciting. I'm standing still, pressing all those buttons. There's not really much to commentate on. This video is insane. It's doing something mind-numbing. And I realized, at first I thought just one of the twins was a woman. I realized that they're both women. And I looked them up. It's like, oh, it'd be kind of funny if I look up their lore and like explain to you like their purpose and like the story of World of Warcraft. Their Wowpedia page only has information on their boss fight and how to beat them and what loot they drop. So I'm really glad that the art of storytelling is still alive.
I could have asked my World of Warcraft fan, I guess, because they might know.
I don't know. I say there is almost nothing here that is worth anything. There's a blue panther attacking it. I thought it was a spore creature for a second. I didn't recognize it was a panther. I was like, what's that blue
That's
thing?
the blue grappler.
On 4 legs.
It's the blue grappler.
Fucking crazy.
It's the blue grappler.
Seriously, all I do is press 2 buttons. I guess in-game, really, people mostly just press 2 buttons. Alternate universe for the Yogscast were just this forever instead of becoming funny and making videos that have artistic value. And it plays the Final Fantasy victory song. Hooray! Epics await us. That Simon says. I don't know who even says the fight was so easy, and then that's followed by Muru, who's just a complete bastard. Didn't look up that guy. Simon asks, why would anyone need to watch a how-to guide for the twin Eridars anyway? How freaking dumb are they? So he, at the close of the video, he just fucking points out what a useless video it is, because it's so...
Off to a great start.
And that's the video. That's it.
Wow.
So that was the first ever Yogscast video. That's the oldest one you could find. And I feel like, accidentally, it was a very enlightening video to choose just before part 17 of this series, because wow, it's crazy.
What a world.
What a world indeed.
This video is just like to go from something that is like a baby fawn learning to walk to like oh, okay, so I compared their Minecraft episode, part 16, to a baby fawn learning to walk, and compared this to the embryonic ooze that fawn emerged from.
God.
But see, this is a crazy thing for me to have chosen, because now we are watching part 17, Yog Castle Construction Interrupted.
Yes.
This episode has shot up to 3.9 million views.
This is the
And
crazy episode.
You will soon see why. New recording session. They left off with the anticlimactic hell portal, and they said they'd figure out how to fix it and come back. So during the silent intro, we see Honeydew join the game, and it all begins. Hello, Simon. Simon mumbles something. I think he's eating food. We learn he's eating Jaffa cakes.
Jaffa mentioned.
Awesome.
Jaffa cake mentioned!
Jaffa Cake mentioned!
Jaffa Cake mentioned.
Lewis says he's been working on the house a bit off screen, like he said he would, and that the portal, he doesn't think it's working still.
They're like chilling by one of them is chilling by the portal at the start of the episode, and I have a note here, the evils are leaking out.
Oh yeah, it's...
Because there's jack-o'-lanterns everywhere. And
oh
there's
yeah,
moss.
we have to talk that. Before that, I noticed that I think Lewis has fancy leaf textures on now. I think that you can see through... I don't think you could do that before. Anyone else notice that you can see through the leaves now? Just me?
Wow.
I didn't notice that I couldn't before.
Yeah, neither did I. I didn't think I realized.
I'm a bit of a brain.
Now I think he just fiddled with the setting because there hasn't been an update. He says they're still on the same version of Minecraft. He just, realized. Simon has rejoined, and he's just by the portal where he was last time. Just sort of chilling out. The portal stairs got scarier. They're fixed, for one thing. They're all 1 block instead of 2 blocks deep. And there are scary jack-o'-lanterns on either side of the staircase.
Frankly, they should be thanking whoever has decorated their nether portal so awesomely.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa,
Awesome.
okay.
It looks sick as
He's
shit.
like, have you renovated this?
They're so
There
scared.
are mushrooms growing. It's all mossy. The fires are lit everywhere. This is not how he left it, Simon. What the fuck? Simon cuts him off. What are fucking mushrooms everywhere?
He's so upset.
Simon says, I think something is leaking out of the portal.
The
We
evils.
can't go in, but something's creeping out.
The evils, they're spilling.
That's such a
Oh,
funny
yes.
line, and
True.
none of the blocks present that are new are not things that you can find in the Nether.
Yeah,
It's great.
he displays the whole fire physic thing when he breaks a block that's in front of one of the on fire blocks, and you see it's just a plank of wood. It's a normal plank of wood. Because planks of wood would burn forever like netherrack would back in Alpha Minecraft.
Yeah.
That's how it was. And of course, there would have been no possible way to get nether blocks without cheating, because the interloper could not have entered the nether. So, Simon's eating a Jaffa cake. This is where he first mentions what he's eating.
Yeah. One of them, like, throws something. I think Simon, like, throws something at him. I don't remember what he threw. No, it was Lewis that threw something at Simon. And instead of making the barf sound, he makes a little boop. And that's so much more pleasant.
Oh. We'll come back here, I guess. Or I guess they'll come to us at this rate. Jesus Christ, Lewis says. I hope nothing has been let out into the old world of Minecraft. It's a very purposeful pause. Simon hands him back the clock and compass, his very useful tools. Simon says this is really fucked up. Lewis tries to go through the portal and finds it does not work. He says, right, Notch, fix that.
Fix that.
And he mentions
Fix that.
He mentions how Minecraft is going into beta soon.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Why so fire? Simon says. He's more focused on the harsh and frightening realities of their world, while Lewis concerns himself with these metaphysical updates and so-called developers.
It's
Just as though
so-called
he doesn't
developers.
realize.
Notch
It's like he
needs to
doesn't
fix a
realize
lot
that this
of
game
things.
is more than it lets on. I had something. Oh yeah, Milnak, our friend, could not watch these episodes in time, but I do have. I was talking to them earlier, and they have some meta-analysis here. Honeydew is a dwarf, but Simon is a human. Interesting.
Many such interesting details.
I thought that they said that Lewis was a human, like Zephos was a human, but now I see that they're instead pondering on like Simon's sort of split identity between his character and his real self.
Yeah.
But he did call in the last episode say, "I'm a dwarf. I have a beard, IRL, and in game." So
I
I
like
think
that he
he
just
might
had
be
to make
kind
that
of like
clear.
identifying. He's kind of dwarfkin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like in Dungeon and Dragon.
Dungeon
Wow.
and Meshy.
Wow.
So yeah, it's going into beta. Going to meet beta soon.
He's going into beta.
He says beta. Lewis says beta. Lewis says careful now and moves on about beta. And he says things like this will be ironed out more swiftly. Oh, lovely Minecraft world, he says, looking out on the horizon. He's added a few more layers to his tower while Simon was away this morning. I guess Simon was doing something when they usually record. I don't know.
I suppose so.
He left the surfer on, he mentioned, but
Uh-oh.
he didn't see anyone on it. Simon goes, yeah, that would explain why things have been fucked around a little bit. He mentions that Lewis told him that, oh yeah, the server's on, just hop on. There was like a zombie in our house again, and then he scoffs, so he sees he's left the door open. Oh, I'm terrible at leaving the door open. Oh, flipping heck. The heat's just got all out. Lewis says
So good.
flipping heck a lot. I know he does that.
They oscillate between slurs and then flipping heck. It's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
I don't remember a slur, unless Spurgey was secretly a slur.
I hope not. But just like it's a general thing, like, you know,
Yeah.
it's funny. It goes
I
from like,
thought
bitch.
they were making another reference to like a YouTuber who doesn't exist anymore, like
Help.
Husky.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Simon goes, what if it's not you who left the door open? That's the fucking thing. Sorry, I'm just scratching my beard. That's what makes me wonder. I went
He's
back and checked, and
pondering.
it was Lewis who left the door open, for the record. Lewis has repaved their wooden floor. He asked Simon not to set fire to it. Lewis again left the front door open just as he was talking about it, and Simon admonishes him.
Yeah. That dang door.
Lewis briskly moves on, saying that they have to work on their tower while it's daytime.
You
It's
gotta.
already afternoon, so we have to hurry up. Simon and Lewis hit each other with shovels while mining out their ceiling. High shovel.
The different pitches of oof sounds is like the original Nintendogs game with their weird mid-eye barks, because sometimes they will just like they'll have their bark sound, but then for the smaller dogs they'll pitch them up a little bit, and then for the bigger dogs they'll pitch them down a little bit instead of just recording different barks, and it just sounds really strange, and it has a like antiquated sort of charm to it that is present here as well in the different pitches of oof.
So Lewis is thinking about the technique here for the stairs. We could either do a spiral staircase that goes around the edge, okay? Or we could do, like, floors. What would you prefer? What's the better option? Simon thinks carefully, quietly. Lewis says they could also do a double back staircase on one side. Then Simon goes, ooh, a double helix staircase.
Their stair ideas are just
scary.
crazy to me.
Yeah.
Girl, just make it like one block above each
in a
other.
Small area, you mean? Yeah, we could do that. That's exactly what I meant, he says, mouthful.
Your impression is so on point.
Lewis wants to make it out of glass so you can see how high you are, and that's scary.
It is scary. It's like the ledge at the freaking Grand Canyon that you can stand on.
Look at the state of it. He's just looking up through the hole of their ceiling. Melancholy Minecraft music begins to play as it starts to get dark, just as they clear away their roof. Which is great timing. Should we go to the top and put a cap on it so we can work on it safely? The answer is yes, but Simon says, Hello?
Sorry, I didn't realize my phone was up so high.
That was scary. Simon says, but one of the things is, if you put a roof on your abode and you have lights inside your house, monsters can spawn in the dark on your roof. Which, that is annoying, and I have been dealing with it in our Minecraft world too, with having to put fucking torches on my roof.
Yeah.
But really shouldn't stop them from just putting a cap on theirs.
Yeah. He looks up at the open ceiling and just comments about the state of it all, and I went, the absolute state of the Yog Cave. Just
It's true.
the world.
Lewis says they're already doing that, so they need to react to the situation. He's panicking. He's the panic Lewis again, as Simon is completely quiet. Lewis, the dastardly evil person that he is, mutes his Minecraft music. I can hear the menu click. There's an odd cut, and suddenly the music stops.
I was wondering what that was.
Yes!
There's a click noise, and
he
then
turned it
suddenly
off.
Simon
He turned
was
his
in a different
Minecraft
place.
music off.
We have to cancel him for this,
What
actually.
was that?
If you want to hear something, I vividly remember the update where they added all the music discs and they were listening to all of them in order to show the audience. And Lewis said something like, C418 isn't very good, is it? He is an enemy of gaming.
We have to eliminate him.
I have never forgiven him for that one. Lewis,
Opponent to
you little
gaming.
freak.
You wretched creature.
Lewis, you're so fucking close to... It's all over. It's Jover.
We're on like episode 17. It can't be over yet.
This is a bully podcast now.
Help!
This is a C418 podcast.
These two are so indecisive. They run around. They're like chickens with their heads cut off. They don't know what to do. They hate music.
Lewis is like that. Simon is just like sitting there eating Jaffa cakes. He doesn't care.
I hope that other people pointed this out too, but as they're getting rid of the dirt ceiling, there's a sprite for the dirt that just continues to fall. It like falls over and over because it's caught on something, but it like...
I don't remember.
It was so dark, I was kind of struggling.
It was caught on like a stone ledge, and the little like sprite for it just kept falling over and over, and Lewis went and grabbed it. But I thought it was funny.
God, Lewis is freaking out so much. He's like blowing. He's like freaking out, like hyperventilating, as Simon is not replying to him.
Yeah.
He's asking if there's a concern that things will fall on them, and Simon says yes, zombies can fall on their heads. Lewis peeks his mic with a sigh and goes, come on, man, what are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
React to this situation.
We have to react. He's used all their good stone to build these walls. These wonky, weird-looking walls. Lewis explains they look wonky because he just basically extended the natural curvature of the mountain. And Simon's like, oh, I was wondering what you're playing now. It's like, why is Lewis putting snow up there?
Me when I intentionally put snow on my house.
Ooh, where would you like the snow case? I'm getting dizzy looking up there.
Yeah.
Please help him, Simon. He's
Please
so anxious.
Please!
He's literally
It's a
shaking.
Johnny
He's like a
Chaos-esque
chihuahua.
spiral. It's just... What we doing? What we gonna do?
There's liquid coming out of my fingertips. I'm so scared of these zombies.
Problem is, because it's a slightly odd shape, and then they go, sorry, go on. Wow, they crosstalk just like us.
Wow.
Then Lewis goes, he spots through the stone of their roof
There's a nameplate.
a nameplate.
Ooh.
Lewis sees this dark being starting to creep above them and, like, look...
Oh my god.
There's a pale face peering over the edge of their house in the dark night sky. And it begins to fire...
It's him! It's Mr. Kill!
It begins to fire
Oh my
a
God.
hail of arrows upon them.
Well, it opens up with a huge explosion that announces its arrival. Someone goes, "Fuck! Who the fuck is that?"
It's him!
I
It's Mr.
Finally see
Kill!
him.
I had really no notes up to this point because I was like, oh yeah, they're just doing building or whatever, and then I just have like, oh, just like, oh fuck.
See, and we finally see the name creep. It's really fun in Minecraft how the nameplates also peek behind blocks.
Yeah.
So you see the nameplate, you see the name Israphel peering over the top of their roof.
It's
Oh
him!
my God.
He said
Firing
the
arrows
thing!
at them.
Title drop.
They're in the
Credits
shuttle!
Lewis tells Simon he has no fucking idea. And that's when the glitchy arrows fly through and shake the air, stuck hovering out of the ground instead of inside the blocks. A telltale sign that Israphel is about.
I'm really
No
glad that the
way.
most replayed feature works on videos this old, because as soon as Israphel shows up, there's a big ol' hump in the replay feature.
Of course.
Spikes,
Him.
bro.
It's him!
Spikes.
What else could you
It's him! It's Mr. Kill!
It's Mr. Israphel!
Holy shit, it's the interloper.
And they're shooting arrows.
And it's like, oh my god, what are you supposed to do about this? I don't know. And there's a beat of silence. Then in chat, Honeydew says, "Oi!"
Oi!
All caps.
I
"Oh,
love that.
I."
I love the way they were chatting with the thing in the
Lewis
text.
laughs loudly. Honeydew
Oi!
says, "Stop that!" in chat. Simon using the chat to talk in this series is always a highlight for me.
Truly.
I think it's so
So
funny how he insists on using all caps. They mistake the glitchiness of the arrows for like a machine gun hail that is constantly being fired when they're probably already just stuck in the ground. It's just buggy. Machine guns fire bullets, not arrows. I'm eating Jaffa cakes. We gotta prioritize. And then he goes, "I'm very stressed, Lewis. I've been fired at by an arrow." He's
I just
like
love
hamming
that
it
he's
up
just
with his...
shoving cakes in his mouth, just like freaked out.
He also says, "Oh, that's a canker cup of tea." And then he says that's a callback to what I do not know. Maybe I should have watched the Yog pod, I would know.
Sad.
Lewis constructs a shield wall out of dirt to protect themselves from Israphel's arrows. Who the hell is this guy? What's he doing on our server? I don't know. What are we supposed to do about this? You know, because it's the interloper. He's shown himself. Oh god, it's him.
It's the guy.
Lewis asks if they should take the fight to him, but Simon concludes he's gonna kill us. He's gonna own us because we're incompetent.
He's gonna own us! We're gonna get Paul!
Well, we can see what he is from the
ethically
nameplate, so we just need to go kill him, I guess.
Kill him.
They see his nameplate moving around like he's trying to find another way down.
Moida.
He asks Simon if he reckons he's the one who set the booby trap, the terrorist. It's a possibility, yeah. We have an invader on our private server. You think it's someone who, like, saw the IP address? Because Lewis showed it in the video, obviously.
I noticed that they
And it just
accidentally
clearly
leaked it.
are not edited. But Lewis says they shouldn't have been able to get on because it's Hamachi. And I go, God! Hamachi! Jesus!
I could never forget you, Hamachi. I could never get you to work.
Oh, yeah, that's...
I
I remember the server tutorials that never worked.
I do not know of this Hamachi.
Hamachi was is pre Discord, kind of like around the Skype era. It was just basically like a voice chat thing for gaming.
Ah!
Oh, is that what... I didn't even know. I only knew it as a place where you can host Minecraft servers. That's all I knew.
The way I knew it was it was like a lot of things. Yes, you could host Minecraft servers, but like the way I had tried to use it was like I had tried to use it for TF2 and competitive play way back when. I could not really figure it out. It was confusing.
Interesting.
I was not a very smart 14-year-old.
I'm learning so much.
Yeah, I only ever heard of Hamachi because I guess my interests were mostly how to host Minecraft servers. Simon asks if he's been adding strange people, and Lou says loads of people have joined. And that's when I'm like, okay, so it's like a thing where you have like friends. It's basically as though Lewis has a bunch of weird Steam friends that he doesn't know, and one of their Steam friends has invaded their world.
Yeah.
That's the going theory anyway. Perhaps there's something even more sinister. Could it be a coincidence that
Sinister.
Israphel showed up just when they opened the hell portal? Lewis can't be sure who it's because there's so many people on the network. And by loads, he means 25 people. So
25!
the suspect list isn't that long, but,
Yeah.
I guess still.
That's still pretty big.
Oh, God, they're right outside. He's getting so close. He's going to their front door. Honeydew says PAX in chat. And Lou says, what's that mean? Let's be friends, is what he says. He's using the Latin PAX for peace.
It's so funny.
I don't know if that's a gamer thing. Lou sure doesn't know it.
My first thought was like PAX, like the Penny Arcade Expo. So,
The Penny Arcade Expo.
so I think that says a
Let's
lot,
go
says
to
a lot more
PAX.
about me.
Shout out to Israphel, let's go to PAX together. Bro, they should have gone there. He should have been there.
Yeah.
And then he whispers to Lewis, I don't want us to be friends. I want to trick him and
I
kill
love the
him.
way he's just like, I want to trick him and kill him.
Kill him.
God, kill him.
Put your sword away. It's better go empty-handed. Actually, no. And then he grabs a rose from their, block of grass in their house. Even better.
Even better. Beautiful.
The operation is underfoot. He says, I have something for you, friend, in chat. They walk out their front door, and it's quite spooky in the darkness. They can only just see the name of Israphel as well as his, silhouette before he disappears behind a hill.
The false surrenderer.
I think he just shot an arrow at me. And then they just stand there blankly as they do whenever anything happens. What do we do? They decide to just go after him despite the fact it's so dark at night time. Simon ponders, could this be a trap? Lewis goes, oh God, he's there. In the distance. Apparently, I couldn't see it. I don't know. I didn't zoom in or anything. Apparently, he sees it well enough to see his face because he's like, oh, he's weird looking. And he's, I don't know. Birch claimed to have seen his face earlier. I guess I just didn't pay enough attention. I know what Israphel looks like. I feel like most people should know what Israphel looks like. He is kind of in the screen of the image of the video, in a way.
Hitting him with a 2x4 and a rock as they go to, chase after him, because one of them's got a wood plank block and the other one's got a thing of cobblestone.
Just chasing it with objects. That's a really good visual.
Instead of the swords and axes that they have at their disposal, they just grab a board.
I think it's the igloo that they found earlier that he's gone to. I think that's what he ran to. But then there's skeletons.
Yeah.
Because there are also monsters in this world, not just interlopers. The lights, I can't see where he's gone, says Simon, and we fade to the splash screen, uncertain of what awaits our heroes in the next part.
Getting flashbacks to the assassins from the 24-hour VR Minecraft stream.
I don't... What? The Wayne one?
Yeah, the Wayne one. It's
Oh,
it's
God,
a similar...
I gotta watch that.
Oh my god, you gotta. It's so good.
Alright, here we go, baby. Israphel is here!
Hitting the ground
Business
running
is about
from here
to
on
pick
out.
up!
Woohoo!
Let's go.
He's walking! He's talking!
Let's go.
The dark beings finally.
Then I
raised.
say, Simon's text chat is funny. Israphel is finally...
It's crazy.
Don't fuck the Israphel, man.
Don't fuck the interloper. A lot of stuff to talk about, whether Israphel is the one doing this shit in the world. Okay. So Tiramor, who you don't need to know who that is, an old friend of mine, he said that lighting the nether portal was the start of, everything. But really, I think the pyramid and the weird, mysterious tree were the start of everything.
Yeah.
Because if we assume that Israphel only showed up when they opened the portal, who the fuck set the car bomb for Simon? Who was that? Was that Lewis?
He manifested it in his brain. I don't know. He's really wishing he
maybe it was
exploded and it came to life.
Maybe it was simply an agent of Israphel, I guess it could be.
The
We don't
agent
know
Israphel.
yet much about who this person is, but I mean, given that he is an invader and all the other things that mysteriously appeared were clearly made by not them, I think it's pretty easy to put two and two together and assume that Israphel was the one who did that.
Israphel just... Because they put the portal in, they could see everything now. It's kind of like a whole thing where the power is stronger, so you can actually see.
They've unleashed his full power. He was only at. It's like how Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, he was just a guy in a cloak until he got Riku to open the door or whatever to darkness, and then he could take form. It was like that. Simon and Lewis opened the door to darkness, and that is why
The door
Israphel
to
was able to
darkness.
materialize.
It's one of Israphel's peons.
We'll have to see more about this Israphel guy. He's trolling them.
I'm
He's
excited.
just a troll, man. He's just a griefer. Easy to see why the view can't went up. This is basically the official start of the Israphel saga,
Yeah.
because this is his first...
It's starting!
This is where he was born.
This is the inciting incident. Everything up until this point has been exposition.
Yeah, I mean, it was all foreshadowing, and, like, it was an ARG.
Yeah.
Is this an ARG?
Is this a ARG?
I online too much. One commentator says Israphel is like Herobrine before Herobrine was a thing. But what a person points out that Herobrine's image is captured from a earlier alpha version.
Yeah.
And below that, someone says, another difference is that Israphel actually existed. And someone goes, LMAO!
Look at this nerd emoji in chat.
God.
Man, this episode made me think Minecraft was like Dark Souls with random invaders.
God,
How is
if
no...
only.
Someone has to have made a mod like that by
There
now.
absolutely.
is.
God, it's... Like, I'm excited. What did you two think when Israphel showed up? The
I
two
was-
new people.
Confused for the longest time why it was called Israphel. So I was kind of like, well...
I thought that was the name of the place rather than the name of a guy.
So now I see
know,
it. It's the
it's-
shadow of this guy who's fucking shit up.
Yeah, this guy's
Yeah.
I'm
shadow.
glad we've insisted on calling him the interloper instead of Israphel this whole
Yeah.
time.
It was awesome. I was like, oh!
The Israeloper.
We did not.
Nope.
We did not yet know the identity of the interloper, and also the jury's still out. It could have been someone else. It was probably Lalna. It's probably just Lalna. I don't know.
It's Lalna.
All that shit was a prank, but this Israphel thing is real. That Israphel thing is because they opened a portal to hell.
one of its denizens migrated over and was just like, "Hey, I'm here now. I'm gonna make it everybody's problem."
I'm glad you guys got to be surprised by the sudden emergence
Yeah.
of that man, that beast. I love the idea of going like, not taking a note is boring. Whoa, holy shit! Israphel!
It's him. It's Mr. Kill.
Oh god, it's sad that Milnak couldn't be here for this.
It's
really
moment of
sad.
education. Really sad.
Next episode, I think we should have a dedicated section to where Mel just quickly talks about it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like what we
I'd
did
love-
the couple of times that Wirt wasn't here, and it's just like, what did you?
Wirt has super not sent me any of that audio, so
I forgot.
yeah, I don't know. It's oh god.
Gina is afflicted with goop. I feel like the episode needs to end now.
Yeah, it's
Sludge!
over. Yeah, this is a long one.
Israphel's
'cause There's
here!
a lot of stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you.
Thanks for
And-
being here.
Get hyped for
here!
Israphel. He's here.
here!
What's he gonna do?
The interloper.
Oh my god! Oh god! Israphel. Who is he called?
He's here in the recording.
I'm a son of a bitch.